Hello guys, in this video I am going to explain you how you can configure point of sale software in your system. In this video I will explain you how you can download and install SQL Server 2014 and how you can make your Windows 7 Service Pack 1, and also I will show you how you can resolve the issue that occurred during the installation of SQL Server. At the end of the video, I will explain you how you can connect your database with SQL Server and how you can connect your point of sale system with the database. So let's start now. First, before discuss about the configuration of the SQL Server and other things, we just discuss about the required hardware. We need minimum 4 GB RAM, a computer with 4 GB RAM, 40 GB SSD hard disk, and with any Windows 7, 8, 8.1 and Windows 10. You can use any version of the Windows 32-bit or 64-bit. But if you have Windows 10, it's good for the performance of the software. Also, you can use any thermal printer, customer invoice printer like Epson printer or any other printer with the page width of 80 mm. Also, all type of barcode scanner are supported with our software. So now I will explain you if you are going to install the software in Windows 7. So you must be need your Windows 7 is a Service Pack 1. Now let's suppose your Windows 7 is not Service Pack 1. Then how you can make your Windows 7 Service Pack 1? First, you need to go to the property of your Windows and check either your Windows is Service Pack 1 or not. If you don't see Service Pack 1 label in the property of your system, it means that your Windows is not Service Pack 1 and you need to make your Windows Service Pack 1. Okay, now I will explain you how you can make your Windows Service Pack 1. You just need to open your Windows and then go to all program and then accessories, and then you need to find a run command button, and then you need to click on run command button, and then you need to write regedit command and then hit OK button. After that you need to go to local machine folder and then go to system folder, and then you need to click on the control set 001 folder inside the system folder. After that you need to find control folder, and then you need to find Windows folder inside the control folder, and then you just need to click on the Windows folder. On the right side you see CSD version. You just need to double click on that, and then you need to put value 100 and click on OK button. After that you need to reboot your system. Once you have done your reboot, then you just need to go back to the property of your system, and now you see Service Pack 1 label here. Okay, if you are going to install the software in Windows 7, then now your Windows 7 will be Service Pack 1. Okay, and now I will explain you the installation process for the SQL Server. SQL Server installation process always same for all the Windows. For Windows 8, 8.1, Windows 10 and Windows 7, the process of SQL Server installation is same. But one thing, for the Windows 8, 8.1 and 8.10, we must have .NET Framework 3.5 Service Pack 1. If you don't have .NET Framework 3.5 Service Pack 1, then you see error message during the installation of SQL Server 2014. You see this error message if you don't have .NET Framework 3.5 Service Pack 1. So if you see this error message, you just need to go to your Google browser, and then you need to go to this link for the download of .NET Framework 3.5 Service Pack 1. You just need to click on the download button. Once you have done the download, you just need to install the .NET Framework 3.5. You can find this link inside the description of this video. Okay, now I will explain you how you can download and install SQL Server 2014. For the download of SQL Server 2014, you just need to go to this link. You can find this link inside the description of the video. You need to click on the download button, and in the download folder, you need to find Express and Tool, this folder. If your window is 32-bit, then you need to download this setup file. If your Windows is 64-bit, then you need to download this setup file. Once you have done the download part, then you see a folder like this inside your download folder. Or maybe before the folder you see this type of setup file. First you need to extract this setup file. You just need to double click on that, and then it will start the extraction of the SQL Server. Once you click on the OK button, then you see this type of folder. As I already have extract, then I just click cancel button. Okay, once the extraction is done, then you directly see this type of pop-up. Okay, now let's suppose if you don't see this pop-up, you just need to go to the folder, and then you need to double click on the setup button, and then this pop-up will occur. So inside this pop-up you need to select this first option, new SQL Server standalone installation, and then once you click on that, then you see this setup pop-up. Inside the setup pop-up, you just need to click on the next button. It's not compulsory to tick this box. Maybe you can uncheck this box and then click on the next button, and after that you just need to click on this select button, and then you need to click on this next button, and after that click on next button, you see this screen. On this screen, if you see this named instance automatically fill, then you just need to click on the next button. If there is no name instance here, then you just need to click on the default instance and then click on the next button. After that you see this screen, you just need to click on the next button. Once you click on the next button, just like this pop-up you will see. On this pop-up you just need to click on the next button again. You click on the next button, okay, then you see this type of pop-up, the SQL Server installation. Okay, once the installation progress will be finished, then you see this complete message box here. You just need to click on the close button. So all these steps you need to follow for the installation of SQL Server. Once you have installed SQL Server 2014, then you just need to go to search bar, okay, and then you need to search SSMS, and then you see SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. You just need to run as administrator. Okay. In the SQL Server Management Studio, you just need to right click on the database, and then you need to click on the new database, and then you need to write the database name here, POSDB. Make sure you write the same database name, POSDB, and then you need to click on the OK button. Then you see the POSDB here. After that you need to go to the folder where you have your point of sale file. Okay, here is inside this folder. Okay, you see two folders, one is database and other one is POS. You just need to go to the database folder. Inside the database folder you see a backup file like this. You just need to copy the path and then you need to attach this backup file with this database. So we just restore the backup file. Right click on POSDB, go to task and then go to the restore option and then select the database and then select the device and then click on this button. It will take little bit time. Okay, after that you need to click on the add button and then you need to paste the path here and then click on enter button and then you see the backup file name. Just click on OK button and then again click on OK button and then you need to go to the option and then you need to click on these two checkbox and then click on OK button. Now you see database POSDB restored successfully. Okay, now one important thing, you must be have these two folder, okay, inside your local disk or maybe inside your any other drive. Don't try to attach the database from the download folder or maybe document folder, because sometimes it will create problem for you. Let's suppose you don't have any other drive, you just need to make a folder in your local disk C and then put the database file and POS file inside the folder. So once we have successfully attached the database, then we go back to our POS setup file. We just need to open POS folder and then here is the icon for easy POS with the type application. We just need to right click on that and then send to desktop. Now we go to desktop. You see here is the icon of our application. Okay, now I try to open this application. I just double click on that. Okay, sometime we see error message is like this one. You need to download and install .NET Framework 3.5. If you see this error message, then you need to download .NET Framework version 4.6.1. You just need to go to your Google browser and you need to search .NET Framework 4.6 and then click on the first link, and from here you can download the runtime version of .NET Framework 4.6. You just need to download and install the .NET Framework 4.6. You can find the download link inside the description of the video. Okay, now once we click on the application, okay, then we see error message here. I just want to explain you why this error message occur and how you can resolve this error message. Okay, the error message is here. A network related or instance specified error occur while establishing a connection to SQL Server. The server was not found or was not accessible. So for the what is the meaning of this error? The meaning of this error, we did not use our SQL Server correct name inside this easyps.exe file. Now I just open the easyps.exe file and then I will show you our server name here. Okay, now what we need to do, we just need to go to SQL Server, copy the file, copy the server name and then we just need to replace the server name here, and then we just need to control plus save button, and now we just double click on that. Just need to again click on the easy POS icon to run the application. First time you see this type of pop-up for the product key, you just need to copy this key and send this key to your software provider. Then your software provider provide you a product key. Now I just have one license key. I just paste the license key here, and then I just need to click on the OK button. We see you have successful registration message. Okay, and then we just need to again open the application, and then you see our application working fine. I just put the password, and now you see our application working fine. So it's all about the installation of the SQL Server, configuration of the POS software with the SQL Server. Okay, if you have any problem, any question, then just ask me in the comment section. Just you share your problem statement in the comment section. I'll try my best to resolve your problem. Thank you.